tonight for another beautiful stream all night with all of my lovely viewers, chatters, lurkers alike. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being around. The first thing we gotta do is roll these ads. So let's just get right to it. I will be right back in 3 minutes. Are the ads still playing? Because I refreshed the page and it says that they're not playing, but the ads might still be playing. I don't really know. What's up, everyone? I have more of my um, zodiac videos out today. Didn't quite get to all of them. I just have like the last group, Sagittarius through Pisces left, but I got the rest of them done. So you can watch them here. Let's get the link. How's everybody doing since last night? No addies? No ads. Oh, good. I was like, why are you telling me about your Adderall, bro? No addies. Okay, good for you, ADHD. Just kidding. Yeah, so we've got Aries through Libra up now. You can check out the zodiac videos, and I might not finish them tomorrow, but maybe the next day. Um, Best I can do. There's a few bonus videos, so if you're waiting for the Aquarius video, there is a bonus for Aquarius. Thank you for the highest views last month. I still have my thought deck out, so maybe we'll use that tonight, even though the mystery deck last night was the most fun. I haven't had a reading that long in a while, so that was nice. Um, no thoughts. I've been doing pretty good not hitting my vape all fucking day, by the way. That's, like a reward for not doing it is to do it, right? It's not really how that works. It's not how quitting works. But I hit it way less today than I normally do, so I'm proud of myself and it's working. I also did yoga today. The smoke stick. It's not even smoke. It's vapor. It's vegetable glycerin, and it's not good for your lungs. And the nicotine in it is something I wasn't even addicted to before. Why did I get myself addicted to nicotine? I've quit cigarettes so many times. Why would I do this to myself? Makes no fucking sense. Anyway, the chemical stick is more like it. Yes, the chemical stick. So, I did some yoga today. Listen, y'all, I am challenged because this lady, she was tough, man. I just picked like a random video on YouTube and holy cow, she was intense. I tapped out after 10 minutes. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna share the link so you can see. She was so intense. It was like Pilates yoga, I guess. Don't really know what that means. I think it's like more intense, right? It's more of a workout when you do Pilates, or it's just more intense stretching. I don't know. But she is a very muscular woman. May not look like it. but oh my god, I couldn't keep up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No one cares. We're not with you, bro. Anyway, that is my goal for yoga. So I'm gonna try to do yoga every day. I'm just gonna try to do it every day. I don't have like a time limit on that. It's a New Year's resolution. Sometimes I get in these moods to change my life, and usually I do. Gotta admit, usually I do. I think about how my birthday last year, I woke up one day, and I think it was the day before my birthday or the day of my birthday, probably the day before. And I just was sick of my life. And I was like, you know what? It's got to change. It's got to change right now. And I've changed everything about my life since then. So if I'm in that mood again, then there shall be change for sure. Um, and part of the change is I decided because I want to get stronger and want to exercise more, I want to stretch anyways, I shall start yoga, something that most people assume that I've always practiced, but I don't. I'm quite flexible as it is, but not that fucking flexible. Let me tell you, not quite that flexible. Homegirl is good. Okay, that's goals right there. So you can check that out. It's like a 30-minute. Man, that shit's intense. I could not. Yeah, exactly. If I'm gonna be a holy man, I gotta be able to do my yoga, right? Absolutely. Um, yeah. So did some yoga today. Felt good. You know what else I did today? You know what the fuck else I did today? I ripped the fucking bong. That's right. I smoked bong today and it was good too. I'm so sick of this shit. I want to go back to smoking. I thought this was better for me. It's not better for me at all whatsoever. I do this twice as much as I would smoke, you know? Yeah. It was good. I'm so off this digital age bullshit. I thought, yeah, bong's always going to be supreme. I love a good joint, you know? Like that's who I am as a person. This, I'm like, oh, it's more subtle and discreet and less obnoxious. But you know what? I don't rightly care, right? Like I don't really care. Um, I like the good old fashioned ways, if you will. So I'm not trying to smoke backwoods, bro. I'm trying to get off nicotine, right? Not pick up tobacco leaves. Thanks, though. I do enjoy a backwood once in a while, though. I used to love the fuck out of some backwoods. There was something I wrote down today. You know what? It's so, I've just random topics, right? Something so funny. So we kind of are always bringing up like the plastic crisis, how everything's made of plastic and they're not slowing down. They're just making more stuff made out of plastic. That's half the reason I want to get off this shit. Because I'm like, a cigarette butt versus an entire breeze. I, yes, my lungs, but also life, the environment. It's not just about me, is it? No, it is not. It's about all of us. So, I don't know if you've been to this corner of the internet. This stems from back in my Snapchat days. I'd watch Oddly Satisfying on there. Just things get crushed, watch slime be made. So now the algorithm will just show me random slime videos, and I gotta be honest, I can't help but watch them, even though I do not give a fuck about slime. But it kind of got me thinking about how they will literally put anything into slime, and half the time they're just putting like these little tiny pieces of plastic in there and mixing it up into this other amalgamation of what must be some kind of synthetic material, though it's probably not plastic. What the fuck is slime made of? I don't really care. For the sake of the argument, we're really talking about the plastic that goes in the slime because I just think about how long slime lasts for a child, which let me tell you, it's not long. I learned that the hard way with my niece. Um, it ends up in hair and carpet and clothes and ground and dirt like so fast that it's like, damn, they're really just all these tiny little bits of plastic. Yikes. And so I was also thinking about this one's a doozy. I was thinking about landfills today. I think about landfills a lot because, like, is that really the best solution you could come up with for the trash? I don't know that burying it would be any better, but if you think of it like dinosaur bones being in the ground, decomposed, became crude oil is what we make out of a lot of the materials that we use, right? Maybe not plastic. I know Crocs are made out of crude oil. I think isn't a lot of plastic made from crude oil? So if we bury the plastic, no, it probably doesn't work. Like it probably wouldn't work like that. Right? I just don't think giant heaps and mounds of trash is really a solution either. I mean, we know this, and the recycling is mostly fake as well. We know this. Tragic. But I was thinking about landfills, not because of the overwhelming thought of the fact that they exist and exist in so many places. I was really thinking about what exists in them. Because we throw away like so much food waste, and some of it's already moldy by the time we throw it out. You just gotta think of how much mold is growing under these landfills. And where mold grows, spores grow. Where spores grow, mushrooms grow. Where mushrooms grow, you have a whole mycelium network. Do you think all the landfills will eventually be connected someday? Because it's like rotting, decaying, sometimes carcass, not just like random dead bodies, but all like the meat waste and stuff. And like maybe the mushrooms will start eating the plastic. I don't fucking know. Where the silverfish at for all that damp cardboard in there, you know? That's a really cool recycling system that I don't understand why we haven't implemented. Why is it that silverfish prefer a diet of damp cardboard? Why don't they have them at every Amazon facility in the world? You know? Like, what? All you gotta do is get it wet and then you can feed it to the silverfish. How do they even function? It's not like they're getting any nutrients from cardboard. That sounds like an amazing recycling system. Why don't we separate our cardboard from our plastic and start feeding the cardboard to silverfish if that's what they fucking want to eat? But everyone's like, no, it's scary, kill it. It has so many legs. Those bugs are so beautiful and they're so sweet and they're actually really hard to kill. And I think we should just hire them as our recycling plants. I don't know why we're not already doing that. Just seems like a wasted opportunity. What in the goddamn Mother Nature actually wants to eat cardboard? Just like there is mushrooms that will eat plastic. Are they the mushrooms that grow from the spores that grow from the bacteria that forms in our trash system? I don't know, but I reckon that Mother Nature's smart enough to send them there. Underground networks of mycelium. Yeah. So I was thinking about the trash today. Okay. Maybe the silverfish are just really bored. You freaking goofball. Oh my god. Yeah, so nature is really amazing. It's trying to compensate for all the mistakes we've ever made. And honestly, we're not even letting it. We're not even letting it. That's so nuts. We could be solving our own problems by mass producing these mushrooms that'll eat the plastic and harvesting fucking silverfish to eat the cardboard, but we don't do that. We just throw it all in a pile and put some grass over it and build houses on top of there. Man, so crazy. Literally just filling up the land with what? Trash? Okay. So crazy. There's something else that I wrote down. I'm trying to take notes for when I'm away so that I remember what the fuck that we were going to talk about while I'm streaming. Let's see what it was. Landfill creatures. Yeah, it was, that was it. Nailed it. Oh god. Because like what if, some of our trash is toxic and there's so much plastic and I don't know, what if there was just like mutant creatures made out of fungus and bacteria that were growing the size of humans for all we know, and they're just living in the trash, and we don't know who buried it. Oh, man, that's crazy. I remember being young, and I don't mean young, young, I mean, like, in my late teens, early 20s young, where I was just dead set on this thought of, like, using the planet for, like, what we need to use it for. And it seems like, sometimes people burn trash. It's like, why aren't we throwing it into volcanoes, right? It just incinerates anything anyway. And someone argued with me that it probably would cause a lot of toxins to be in the ground because that molten lava, it, kind of flows through the earth and not just in the epicenter of that volcano, right? And then when it spews, it would all be toxic. But I don't know. Have we ever considered sending our garbage to space and letting it float around until it finds a black hole? But then it might end up in the ocean anyway, right? You know how it is. Or do you? My theory is that the depths of the ocean is where black holes lead to on many planets, probably not just our own. Just a theory though. Because when you think about everything, it's got that circular shape, right? Like the earth is round and the planets all seem to be spherical and we move in a circular motion. So just figure that space itself probably also is cyclical, but it's like big, so the cycles are much smaller. Just a thought. I don't know. Plus, like the immense pressure and absolute darkness of the bottom of the ocean, very similar to a black hole. They're not, but the black hole's in space rather than the bottom of the ocean. So, just a thought. I mean, it would explain why these motherfuckers look so alien-like with all them tentacles they got going on, flowing freely through ocean and space. That's why if you could handle the absolute weight and pressure of the depth of the ocean, you can probably handle those same pressures of space. What a we're talking deep sea extraterrestrial conspiracy. What's up with you, Dom? How you doing? Why are you peeved? You shouldn't be peeved. You should be amazing. What's going on? I hate when you're peeved, bro. What? Please talk to us and become unpeeved. That's okay. You're more than welcome to talk about anything that's on your mind, but um oh damn, you're better than that. Okay, cool. Thanks, Play. I'm glad you were here. I love you so much, and we'll be sad to see you go, but we'll see you at the next one, maybe even tomorrow. Definitely watch the replay. Oh, and I did post the Virgo video, so yeah, maybe you can watch that. Tonight, Virgo year ahead, one of the longer ones, jam-packed year. Peace be with you, brother. That sucks. I'm sorry about your competition, Dom. You are really good. Dude, that's okay. We're here for you. Yeah, honestly, most things in life are a popularity contest. Everything except politics, huh? That's the opposite of a popularity contest. It's like they don't care how many people like you, they still won't let you in if they don't want you to win. Um, oh, what's going on? What's going on? How's it hanging? I really discussed the fuck out of some trash, and that was really all I had to discuss. I can't think of anything else except like doing yoga and smoking weed. Yeah. Yeah, I do want to know. Tell me about it. We're always down from some extraterrestrial, extracurricular. I have no idea who you're talking about. Is this an Australian guy or an American guy? 5 dunk comp. Yeah, but where? I mean, I guess he knows his audience. Dude, I saw the best video. I'm gonna find it for y'all because it's like worth finding. It's so good. Shit. I'm gonna get it. It was like real on Facebook, but I sent it to my friends. I'll be able to find it. It's a really catchy song, but it's all about extraterrestrial. Found it. So good. Hold up, I'm sending the link. You know what? I'm just gonna play it for y'all. We're gonna screen share. We're gonna play it because it's really good. You guys are gonna love this. I'm gonna show you the video. I've never heard of him, so I'm also gonna look him up. And he gives a fuck about aliens, huh? Interesting. Oh, he owns a pharmaceutical company. God damn it. What the fuck has this country come to? That is so wild. Okay. This guy, Vivek Ramarski. Okay, are you ready to see my favorite video on the internet currently? Because I'm gonna screen share with you so that you can see it. Oops, not that. This. Isn't it so good? Oh, damn, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, why is it still playing? Sorry. Yeah, it's a great song, great video, great storyline. Truly amazing work. Um, so anyways, now that we are getting our extraterrestrial fill, who is this guy? Oh God. Presidential candidates give contrasting answers on January 6th takeaways. Isn't it so funny how this is what cracks me up about, we'll say, I don't know, American politics in a sense. It's really about the American people at that point, but thinking about I have no idea. I don't vote. I don't pay attention. I don't really know. It kinda yeah. I feel like it never stops, bro. You will always hear people talking about politics and the presidential debates and the election and shit all the time. As soon as someone wins, they're like, "We're just getting ready for the next one." Like, people are fucking insane about it, and I don't watch any of it on TV. I'm ignorant. I don't give a fuck. I'm an ignorant American. It's my right to be one. Hello, miseducation, right? Listen, I'm sorry. So what's really crazy to me is how there's such this common goal among so many divisions of these parties to essentially overthrow Gloria. And it's funny because they cannot agree on why. They just agree that it needs to happen. Like, I think about January 6th, and I think about how, like, yo, it's low key. I want to be proud of them for standing up and saying, we're going to fucking literally take over your Capitol building or whatever the fuck they were trying to do. They were like, "We're gonna seize the government," and it's like, "Yo, your founding fathers legitimately would be proud." It's just why were you doing that? It's because you were mad about Black Lives Matter and you were like pro Trump, and that's where it gets confusing because it's like, how are you the one with these ideals where you're like dick riding for a president and also anti-government. Like you can't be both of those things. Where it's like, I really wish I could be proud of you guys, but what the do you even understand yourselves? Because like I don't understand you. You like love the police killing innocent protesters or whatever the fuck. You don't give a fuck about anyone but yourselves, but then you're like, "Yeah, let's overthrow the government that we low-key worship." That was a weird move, and it like I don't know. I don't remember. It was a year ago, maybe 2. When was that? I don't even know. 2 years ago? Was that 2 years ago, or is that last year? I feel like it must have been 2 years ago. Yeah. Oh, so 3 years ago? Holy time. Taking away the moments that make up a dull day. Um, yeah, it's just really funny because a lot of people would agree that we need to take over, dismantle, uprise, etc., but totally different belief system, totally different reasoning, completely different agenda. And it's just kind of funny that we're in this predicament where we all want the same things, but we can't agree on why or how. And so nothing gets done. And ultimately, they win no matter what because we're fumbling our own bags. like, you know, right. People were talking about it on my timelines. That's why I thought of it now, is because it's come up. Um, and again, celebrate is like LOL because like you're like, dude, they really pulled one on the US Gloria. But then you're like, "Ooh, I don't really like why they did it," you know? Yeah, yeah, it was just like, "What the fuck? You guys love the government, you fucking love Trump, like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand where you're coming from. You all identify as Republicans and right wing and what? Like, you wanna hurt yourselves? Like, just so weird." Maybe I don't understand it enough. Who the fuck is Q? Because that dude's a genius, don't you think? He just like his whole existence an enigma, and yet he has an entire cult following of people convinced that he has more control than the actual government. That's amazing. That is truly amazing. I gotta cool it on the Gloria word before they start watching my stream again. Hello, you're just tuning in. I haven't done any tarot yet. We're just kind of chit-chatting. We went from talking about trash monsters to the downside of Gloria in America. If you don't know what that means, it's our cult. So, you know. Um, Wow. That's wild. That's really wild. Yeah, don't they love him because he, like, hates gays and stuff? So bizarre. I don't know what they got going on, but it ain't what I got going on, that's for damn sure, huh? I do not know about all that. Do not know about all that. Oh, okay. I thought isn't he his, vice president, though? They still don't like the guy. Like, he was Trump's vice president, right? I'm not making that up. I like how I have to ask the Australian guy in the room about American politics. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. See, that's why you don't even want me voting, honestly. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about any of this shit. I'm not your guy, bro. I'm simply not your guy, bro. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, it's like right-hand man, but overturn what? That's really man, it sounds like they really had something going on. Water break. Um, okay. Right, because that's why they freaked out. So they all participated in a system and then they didn't like the way the system treated them? Shocking. Shocking. Man, what a weird time. What a weird fucking time. That was like the closest we got though, which is sad. I mean, the left is really out here protesting the fuck out of these streets, be honest. I'm really proud of them. Um, because I don't align with any political parties other than I'm a humanitarian. I'm for the people. So I just support people trying to make change and trying to seize the means of production in any way that they can, assuming that they have good rhymes and reasons. That's so fucking crazy. It was just a weird time, man. Shit, I'm telling you, 2016 was the last good year. And I'm pretty sure, isn't that when Trump won? Thank you for the follow, King. Thank you. I haven't started any tarot yet. We're just chit-chatting, bullshitting. I will do some tarot. Generally, they're just general readings, and if you just resonate with it, you take it for yourself. Um, if you want to chat politics with us, by all means, that's kind of where we're at right now. Because otherwise, they would be implementing the ecosystem to help with our trash problem, but they don't do that because they don't give a fuck about us. And they'd rather us all eat plastic and die than actually come up with solutions that lasted and were effective and would help save planet Earth. So, thanks for the follow. I imagine they'll never be back. It happens. I don't blame them. They came here for tarot. They're like, what? We don't know. We don't know. Um, cool though. Do we want to do some tarot? Lots of lurkers tonight. Thank you all for lurking, as always. It is much appreciated. Don personally doesn't like tarot, so if anybody else cares, did y'all want to see some tarot? Are you gonna say anything even if you did want to see some tarot? It's so sweet that you're all watching. It's almost as if you didn't hear anything. I just maybe it's a delay in the chat. I should be nice. I try to be really nice, especially because we are from all over the world and English is not everyone's first language. So I try to be really nice, but I just kind of answered that question already. But if we want to get into tarot mode, we definitely can. But usually it's just general. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm repeating myself. What's up, everyone? Do we want to do? Hi, how are you? No, I do not. I know a little bit of Spanish and I wish I knew more Italian. Yeah. Um, how's everybody doing? I did yoga today and I think I can feel it. I'm excited to do it all the time now. I'm gonna do yoga every day. Does anybody have any New Year's resolutions? Y'all stick around. We'll do some tarot. How y'all feeling? People just lurking though. It's okay. I'm the only one who agreed to be on here talking, anyways. You know. Do you speak other languages, Dom? Y'all ever eat coffee grounds? I only say that because I had some really good coffee grounds today, and let me tell you, I am still thinking about them. I didn't throw them out, but there will be more tomorrow and the next day and the next day and any time I eat coffee. Thank you for the follow, Sarden. Um, and thank you, Natia, for the yoga. Um, wow. Okay. Lots to catch up on here. So, first of all, yes. So, Natia yoga. I sent a link to like this bitch I was trying to do. I'm sorry. Why do I call random women on the internet bitches? I shouldn't do that. I would hate if y'all were doing that to me. Shame on self. Um, this woman who was doing yoga today, I tried a 30-minute. Oh boy, I lasted 10 minutes before I was like, I'm not ready for this. So little sessions each day. Yes. Doing well. My holiday was good, Gio. I hope your holiday and your birthday was good, even though that was kind of a while ago at this point. Absolutely adore you. Sorry that you didn't learn Mandarin better. That's how I feel about Spanish. I feel like I should know way more Spanish for how much I've studied Spanish, but how do I drink what? The coffee grounds? I eat them. But if you get like a nice Arabic coffee, the grounds are in the coffee and so they're really wet and you can drink those. Those are very drinkable grounds, but otherwise, they're pretty much you gotta eat them because espresso is the only fine ground enough, or like I said, Arabic coffee is really, really, really fine ground, and it's soaked. It's like got the liquid in there. Those are some of my favorite grounds to eat, yeah. But today it was just regular drip, but it was Pignon, which is my favorite coffee. Oh, the grounds were so good. It was like eating dirt, you guys. It was so good. Um, I loved it. I just wish I had more. I only had like 2 little spoonfuls, but God, I could eat some right now. I did not know you lived in Hong Kong for 4 years, Dom. When was that? Um, motivation in numbers is right. And I know you're supposed to get how dare you ask me, "You get a French press yet?" You know how bad I want a French press? You said you were gonna give me one. I almost bought one when I was Christmas shopping. My sister was about to get me one for Christmas, and I said, "You know what? Natalie's gonna come through for me." She did not come through for me. Oh my god. Stop. Yeah, you can dip beans in chocolate. I don't know if you can really dip, like, the grounds in chocolate, that might get a little weird, but I would do it. I would eat it. True. Um, oh, interesting. Usually they float though, don't they? I could strain it too, just, like, use a strainer, that might also work, you know? That's cool. Because usually at the French press, when you push it down, that's how you get all the grounds, you know? That's what I oh god, I love a French press. It's like the best coffee you can drink. Truly, I think French press is my favorite form of coffee, followed by espresso, followed by wanna give it to a pour over so bad. I feel like pour over should take number 3 for me, and then just like a standard drip after that, but like ice for me. Cold brew's pretty good, but it's not really top 5 worthy, I don't think, but a French press is definitely my number 1. Definitely my number 1. I might try that method tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow because I work tomorrow. I have espresso tomorrow. But maybe Wednesday, next day off. Yeah, yeah, might try that. What else is up, y'all? Are we interested in some tarot? Did y'all see the videos? I'm a Taurus. Taurus sun, Aquarius moon, Scorpio rising, Aries, Venus, and Mercury. Mars, Pisces, Pluto, Scorpio. Yeah, I mostly do collective readings. I started doing my year ahead readings. I don't know if you saw them on YouTube yet, but here's a link to my channel. This is the January playlist, so you can see I did a few bonus videos and then I started the year ahead readings. But we only got to Libra tonight because I wanted to stream. And I also am trying not to exhaust myself when I do tarot, so I don't want to do too many. But yeah, got those. Probably have the rest done in a couple days. Check those out. Thank you. What's your sun sign, Sardin? Nice. Virgo, I got done today. Virgo had a hell of a year, it seems like. Um, Dom's a Virgo. He's fucking with you. That's probably really loud the way I had that right next to the microphone. I'm so sorry. Oh, annoying. Annoying. Especially if someone is trying to sleep. It's like a fucking alarm bell. Like, why? Oh, um, what else is up? Hi, how's it going? I would say that I disagree about Virgos being pretty harmless, though. So sorry, Dom. Your 7 p.m. nap in Australia time, right? About that time over there. And then just ding, 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 ding. I think you're not harmless. I think Virgos are not harmless at all whatsoever. I don't think any mutable signs are harmless. And if there was a harmless one, there wouldn't be one. Because you want to say Pisces because you're like, oh, they're harmless, but they will plot and scheme for days, even if it's not good. And then, like Geminis, you think of as not harmless because they're not harmless until they are, and they're cutthroat. So, right. I don't think they're very, like, I'm not scared of a Pisces, but I know they're capable of things, right? Maybe it's because my Mars is in Pisces and I just like am such a sap in confrontation. I don't get very mad, I get very upset. If I'm getting mad, it's PMDD blind rage that I can't control over my hormones. Other than that, I'm crying. Like, I'm crying. I'm not yeah, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm too much of a lover, which a lot of people would hear me say that and be like, "Oh." Who? What? This bitch? She said what? Because they know me as definitely a fighter, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna move this bell so I stop ringing it. Ring for coffee. Speaking of, how's everybody doing tonight? Kind of a nice tone, isn't it? As long as I'm not doing it right next to the microphone, it's probably fine. Like it's not that bad, but I was just like going hard right here. Bluebell Blue Getty. Betty Spaghetti. Sometimes I just randomly will draw little hearts or maybe like kind of like an S motion. Um, infinity symbols too, where I feel like I don't realize that I'm probably trying to channel something, considering that's stuff that I do while I'm channeling. It's hard to remember or to even think to consider those things when you're not in this setting. But then when I do it in this setting, I'm like, oh, am I trying to channel something? Makes you wonder, like I should. No, not really. We used to make a lot of jokes about ASMR, and then smoke weed. Like ASMR. Sorry, Dom. I didn't know my channel was all about you. um, oh, darn it. I swear I did really better today not ripping my vape all day. Because when I'm at work, I only hit it on my break, right? Well, what I was just talking about is a big one. You know what? Look, I didn't hit it. Are y'all please be proud of me. I need you to be proud of me. I'm gonna get out the notebook. First tip for channeling, thank you. First tip I got for channeling is probably don't do it. I can't fully recommend it. Um, but I find that tapping and scribbling and even writing is really helpful with channeling. I feel like it's the most helpful thing with channeling. Maybe meditation in general is also decent for that. Um, but I often will sit, like I said, and make hearts or infinity symbols or S mark S like there's a name for it. Um, hmm, interesting. Do you let it not go any further? So that would be possession, not channeling. Channeling is a little bit different because channeling is the way that I would describe it. Channeling is a means of communication, and possession is a mode of transportation. When you channel something, you feel it in your mouth or in your mind or in your hands. But when you possess something is when you feel it all throughout your body. when you feel like somebody just got inside you, that's not proper channeling. That's like full blown possession. And like channeling is when you get a message from someone. That's how I experience it. It's not how I learned it, it's how I've experienced it. Is there is a huge difference. And I know when someone is downright using my body as in possession versus when they just want to relay a message. Yeah. Well, okay, try writing it down. I'm telling you, letting them just write is such an easy, quick kind of way to do it. I think that's how I started well, it is kind of like how I started channeling. I think about this a lot. So when I was young and really unhealed, I was basically just sick. I was dealing with premenstrual dysphoric disorder. And it was completely out of control as it was for almost 20 years of my life because I didn't know what it was, but it definitely was affecting me, right? Like, had all the symptoms. Um, I wrote this 200-page stream of consciousness that, in retrospect, I realized a lot of it was probably streaming consciousness in the sense that it could have been anyone's consciousness because I had ties to the deceased even back then. I just had thought that I only had ties to deceased people that I knew. I was actually thinking about telling y'all about this one girl I knew. Her name is Lulu, which I think is Star in, or maybe her real name. I don't remember. Her name was Star though in some language. I don't know if Lulu means star or not. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if Lulu was a nickname. Anyways, I didn't know her super well, but I knew her in a deep way. And so when she passed away, it was hard. I knew a lot of her friends. And it was just really sad, because she kind of like longed for it in a sense, but didn't deserve it like that, because I think she took her own life. But it doesn't matter now. This was so long ago. And I just remember having this bejeweled little gem stick to my knife in my vest pocket. And I just remember thinking that was her, like thank you to her, the star. Gave me a little gem on my pocket knife in the pocket of my vest. It was so cute. Um, but I remember one night, this is so long ago, my brother was young at the time. And I was in bed one night. It's 2 in the goddamn morning, and my little brother calls me, and he's like, "Hey, we heard that the woods are haunted, so we want to go, and we want you to come with us because you're the spookiest person we know." And this was so long ago that like I was doing tarot, but not fully, and I had ghost stories, but again, it was just random people I know, right? So I was like, you know what? I will be up for this challenge. And I got up in the middle of the night and I got dressed and I wore that vest and I made sure that I had that pocket knife and I kept it in my hand too because I wanted Lulu to walk with me because I was a little scared, when it comes to hauntings, when you can feel it, hear it, see it, channel it, it's like, I don't know. But that night, it was really intense, actually. We crept over to the woods. It's not a big wooded area either. It's really not big at all. And we were quiet as we could be. And once we got in the woods, like I said, I'm holding this bejeweled knife. And I just remember taking a step and I was like, and we look over and atop these very tall bushes was this floating silhouette. Like I'm telling you, this person wasn't walking because you can see someone's head bob in a way when they are stepping because you're going up and down slightly, right? This is how you walk, you know? This silhouette that we saw of a man with a hat, it just floated the fuck by. It was the creepiest. Oh, it was one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. And so we were so fucking freaked out. And there was like this story about the house next to the woods being haunted, and that's why the woods were haunted. So we're in the haunted woods. We see a silhouette. We look at this white house and we just see glowing red light. And we're like, what the fuck is that? They do not have a red light on their house. What the fuck is this? It's just glowing red. My heart's racing. I'm feeling like something's on fire. Like I gotta get out of there. We run out into this field, and I immediately was overcome with so much anger. I was clenching my jaw. I was craving a cigarette. I was clenching my fists. I was pissed off. Dude, it was so fucking crazy. And this was like, I was really young. This was not very deep into my practice. Like, I had only been doing tarot at that time. It must have only been, I don't even think I was doing tarot yet. That's how long ago this was. I probably had my first deck that I practiced on and then lost the cards. Hey, how's it going, Jimmy? Um, I had a Rider Waite deck that I tried to practice with, but I lost it early on, and then I didn't find my next deck. Well, maybe I had just gotten it around that time because it was like the end of 2013. It would have been just when I started tarot. So, like, I was not well versed in any of these practices that I do now. That was one of the freakiest ghost experiences ever. And that's when I really knew I could channel some stuff. So, when I talk stream of consciousness, I'm like, who the fuck was I channeling? I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fucking know. Um, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. The movements, definitely, definitely. I totally feel that. Oh yeah, okay. I because I have PMDD, I have seen many shadow people. That's actually a symptom of my periods. Crazy, I know. Probably iron deficiency. But yeah, I see shadow people all the time. I can't even, I mean, you know, not all the time, but it's happened many a time just because of my periods. It's pretty crazy being assigned female at birth, let me tell you. For some, I probably don't need to tell you. For others, you probably don't want me to tell you. But for all of us, my fucking channel, and honestly, I talk about it a lot. So I do have to roll the ads though. We can keep chatting. We can do a little bit of tarot. I was gonna kind of see if I could channel anything because it felt because I'm gonna maybe start assuming that I want to channel next time I'm making figure eights or whatever. I'm gonna try to start taking more notes for the stream. Who? You know I have. You know the fuck I have. Okay, if you're trying to do all that, then I think we should get into tarot mode, right? What do you think? I'm gonna take the ad break. Let me know. Yeah. Okay, let's take an ad break because I only have a few minutes until they auto roll. We'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm gonna try to stretch a little bit. I think I need to fill my water. Reminders for yeah, I do. Reminders. If you want to take your own notes, you may grab some pen and paper, some fun stuff, light some incense, get a little snack, use the bathroom, wash your hands, do what you gotta do. We got 3 whole minutes, so embrace it instead of just watching ads. Um, I'll see you then. Right? Got some stretching in, got some water, got to tarot mode. How's it going? We're back. Oh, I want it. Be proud of me. Be proud of me. Hello, my divine sister. How are we this evening? How's it going? How's it going? We might be doing a little bit of channeling on channel tonight, which I know we kind of haven't been doing the channeling because I don't want to feel like a fucking freak. I'm so concerned about my day job. And it's so funny to say I was working for only myself and doing like personal gigs like nannying, babysitting and stuff over the years. Now I have actual day jobs. So I'm like, I think the channeling is too much if I were to be found out. But it's like, no, the Gloria conspiracy theory is definitely what's too much. I wouldn't worry about the channeling. That's how I think now. I don't know. And I can't help myself. We get into some crazy conversations. I love what I do. This is what I do. All the other stuff, it's like arbitrary to me. Thank you for the money. I gotta go do this. Also. Yeah. That's good. It's probably healthy. I feel like, okay, I want to talk about this. I know we're in tarot mode. I have the notebook out, so I want to do some channeling. And I have my thought deck out because I was doing videos today, so I figured we can use that and to warm up. And then, if you're gonna be around, hopefully, I will do your channel message. But I don't. I mean, maybe we could start with that, but I want to start with the notebook and then do the Halloween oracle. I already got these cards sitting on the table, so I don't know. And I don't like tarot, but that's kind of the order of operations. What did you have in mind, by the way? Um, so here's the thing. We've talked a ton about. I'm not catering to you. I'm just saying you had a request and I want to fit in your request, but it might be a minute before we get to it, is all. I want to light this candle. It's nude. Am I supposed to cut the wick? I'm not gonna. It's really short. What happens if you don't cut it? Okay, so it's just gonna have to like sit right here. I'll just sit right here. This feels nice, but that's like really impractical. What if I knock this over on myself? Anyway, um, other tips for channeling possession, staring at a flame actually. Getting really like sometimes I like to take my glasses off and just watch the flame dance. It's the best when you're watching like a little kerosene or gas light lamp of any kind. I had like a little glass one. Um, but yeah, watching a flame dance, get some good channel messages from the fire for sure. So before we get too into what we're doing here, which is some writing, channeling, thought deck, Halloween oracle, probably sounds like the agenda for the evening. Before we get too into it, um, I'm gonna put on some Carmex. Avoid the point. No, I want to talk since we have already talked about dealing with psychosis and like having a spiritual crisis being the same as a mental health crisis. I am very, very weary these days. I am on antipsychotics. I don't know if I have said that, but since you said it, I'm saying it. I'm like, hey, girl, hey, sis. It's actually again the PMDD, the premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Sometimes my periods cause me to have bouts of psychosis before they come during my premenstrual week, hence the dysphoria. I do something like experience a ton of stress, I get PTSD-like symptoms that can also lead to bouts of psychosis. I can, have bad habits where I'm getting cramping and I don't wanna eat, and all of a sudden I'm starving myself, and that can lead to psychosis, but the pattern remains the same. It seems to happen during my premenstrual week, as many of my rages and suicide attempts have. So the underlying cause for me, people ask, "Are you schizophrenic?" And it's like, no, they've never really thought that about me. They've actually struggled to wrap their head around me at all because they see how quickly I can come out of it. And that's usually because I'm moving on in my cycle and my hormones are starting to level out. It's pretty crazy experience. Um, but because of that, and being spiritual and being someone who channels and now being on medication, I observe even, like as a third party, observe certain spiritual practices or spiritual people or hear the experiences that one has. And I really can't help but think about like the mental health, like how much it if you have ever experienced psychosis, then you would understand that sometimes it's very religious. It's very sometimes alt-right. It's very weird prejudices and weird conspiracy and perverse thoughts and all kinds of really terrible things happening. And it's not necessarily like suicidal thoughts, but usually paranoid thoughts, right? I never once wanted to die. I always felt like I had to. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, oh shit, I'm in big trouble now. And it's like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I'm in trouble with who? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you experience something like that and you can like use a medication or a drug to get out of it, you're like, damn, how much of the spiritual experience is something like psychosis? How much of psychosis derives from the spiritual experience? Is it taking it too far? Is it, like is it brain chemistry when it comes to spirituality? Just like sometimes when we induce our own psychosis, when we take, I don't know, psychedelic drugs, what are you doing other than inducing psychosis? It's all the same symptoms. You think you're talking to God? Yeah, been there, buddy. Stone cold sober. What's good? What's good? You're like giving yourself psychosis. That's interesting. So I'm very, very particular and even quite weary these days when it comes to a lot of the things that I do spiritually or practices spiritually. And I only recently, and especially I was thinking about this during my yoga session because yoga is a very spiritual practice and it's a very healthy one at that. But I was definitely thinking about how I was very happy when I was embarking on my spiritual journey. I was feeling fulfilled every day, no matter how much of a day I had, 111 on the timer. Um, and I was really into what I was doing. It's not as simple as to say, yeah, who wouldn't love being a holy man, right? To just like help people, make them laugh, make them cry, and give them a hug and send them off and they remember you for life, like yeah, who wouldn't want to do that, you know? People who want better pay. So, um oh, is that who you want? You never made the request. You wanna talk to Jimmy? I've talked to Jimmy before. Get him in. Oh, you did say, "What about Hendrix?" I literally scrolled all the way up just to prove a point, and you had mentioned Hendrix. Yeah, I've done him. Janet yeah, I said it. I know you don't mean it like that. I didn't read it like that. Um, "Hey, Joe." Would you shut your woman down? Momo, we're gonna channel tonight. I know you were asking for it the other night. Sorry your friend's not here. Um, We're probably channeling tonight, but I'm just discussing at length what channeling means to me. I love you. Thank you for being here. Um, so since experiencing psychosis and since being off my spiritual journey and questioning everything that I once believed in, especially because I had an experience where I felt like on my spiritual path I was led to a certain place. And when I got to that place and arrived at that place and felt like this is where I was meant to be, I was met with this kind of like, I don't think this is really it energy. And I was like, that's weird because that also made me question what I was feeling spiritually and what I was practicing. Oh, nice. Perfect. Um, so it was kind of like this weird thing where I was doubly having the spiritual crisis for so many reasons, where it was like, oh, I thought that I was led to this place, but now I feel like it's just this karmic trap that I fell into. Why on my spiritual path would I have been led down a road such as this? Like I had a hard time understanding it, so I needed a break. Thank you for the follow, Stevie. Steve Rice Records. Yeah, that's cool. Stevie Rice. Cool. Welcome. Welcome, Stevie. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. We're getting everybody's friends in here tonight. So, um, taking a break definitely has me kind of doing a double take on all things spiritual. And I think it seemed like it because it was made just a minute ago. Thank you. That's much appreciated. Um, yeah, so I'm very, very, I don't want to say delicate because I'm trying to get back in the ring and I still very much believe in what I do because even okay, I mean we're doing so many things. She's not going to miss much. Um, I am so invested in what I do and do believe in what I do, but I took a break to make sure that I believe that. I got mental health help to be sure I really do this and it wasn't all just psychosis and it's not just delusion, but that I actually am able to do these tarot readings and to channel these people. Because it's like I was very confident in it, and then I had this like momentary lapse of reason. And when you come back to it, you're like, damn, no, this shit is legit. Oh, nice. Thanks. I'm on TV. Look, mom, we made it. Um, it is legit because I constantly, once again, am just getting information about people that I would never ever know without some kind of means of obtaining it via the tarot, the channeling, the deceased, etc. Like it's definitely a gift. It's just I don't want anyone to think that I do this without questioning my own sanity. Of course, I've questioned my sanity. You have to question your sanity in this line of work. You cannot assume that you're all powerful. You cannot assume that you're all divine. You cannot assume that you're right all the time. You cannot assume anything about what you're doing. You cannot assume, right? You make ass out of you and me. So when I say we're channeling tonight, just know I don't do this anymore. So I'm like really disconnected from it, but now I've begun reconnecting to it and you know, it feels good to do. I enjoy who I am. I like that I have these gifts. It's um it's wild. I just don't think I'm meant to be a day walker, but that's okay. I'm figuring it out. My website is still down. We never really fully replaced Wix because they were so dope, but so pro genocide. Yeah. Let's see if we can do some channeling. That's what we were kind of looking for tonight. I was gonna start with the pen because I was making little designs. And speaking of pen, I'm gonna rip this again. Oh, I never stream during the day, but I'm talking about day jobs. I'm not meant to be a day walker. We know this. That's why I appreciate when y'all share with your friends. That's really cool. And I thank you for that because I love to be able to do this. And I wish this is all I did, but it's, we're a little stream. We're just a baby stream. There she is. Alicia, just in time. I was thinking of a song um, because I almost wrote it down. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Um, love in our life is just too powerful, oh, to feel for even a second without it. But life without death is just impossible. How to realize something is ending within us. That's what I channeled. That's what I was going to write down. I figured I'd sing it because it's a song. Feeling yourself disintegrate. I watched someone pass out to that song. He was on cue. I ain't even gonna lie. It was a beautiful performance on his part. Dude passing out of the crowd. But it was good nonetheless. Yeah. It's not funny, but I know he's okay, so it is kind of funny. Feeling herself disintegrate and then he just passes out. It was incredible. Incredible. I wrote, oh, you already took it? I love that. Please do. Cheers to you. Love lost is treasure found, adoring what is left around, feeling all emotions abound, smiling more than you ever frowned. That's cute. Is it channeled poetry or is it just poetry? Is it just regular poetry? There's no specific source for what I'm writing, like there is other times, like when we did the Shakespeare poems. So if I channel it, did I write it? How does that work? We don't know. Which account did you send it to? Willy Willy. stacks. I have two Instagram. I shouldn't be interrupting stream like this. Y'all are so cute. I took a screenshot. Is that weird? Because you can't see them in the chat. I just sent it in the chat. I'm so serious sometimes, but I'm actually such a silly goose. You know? No, it's okay. It's cute. We're smoking. We're vibing. We're chilling. Sorry, that's a little distracted. We got to get back in the zone. I don't want to lose the channeling zone. So requesting Jimmy. They like when there's a list. Requesting Jimi Hendrix. I feel like if we talk to one of them, we may talk to a few of them. I'll send it to you. Yeah, not yet. We're gonna shuffle a few things around. We're just writing it down so that we're calling. We're putting in the phone call. I'll let you know when he shows up. That's basically how this works. We are asking him to show up. He's shown up before, but he usually shows up with Janice for her birthday, or with Jim because he's a big talker and he encourages others to tell their stories. So we'll see who shows up because when you call Jimmy, you are calling the whole gang, right? And it's like usually like that. Remember the streams back in the day? I was wondering how I used to stream for as long as I did, but now I know how. Because we've been on here for an hour and a half and now I'm about to get it going. Like, right. Yeah, I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it. I'm sending the message from you. Um, that you have requested him. It's not a personal call for me. Um, yeah, me too. Me too. That's why I was like, you know what? Give me the meds. Put me on meds. Let me see if I can still do it on meds. And the answer is yes, I can. I don't see as much, which is nice. I don't get paranoid like I used to, which is great. But I still definitely feel stuff, see stuff, know stuff, receive stuff for sure. Um, all this and more. Welcome. We're doing some channeled messages tonight. I'm gonna probably, well, maybe we'll save the thought deck for the end. It's just sitting there. And maybe it's good to have the Egyptian Aleister Crowley deck sitting with us. Thank you, Momo. I got another sub. Dre, didn't notice you came in. Shut up. They're still out to get you. Hashtag paranoia back in the day. It wasn't even very long ago, those days. Paranoia was the fall. Okay. It's only winter. Leave me alone. I've always been, you can ask anybody on here. We'd be like, oh shit, Gloria's watching. Like, no, no, no. The paranoia is unreal with this one. Okay. You have no idea. Do not tease me, but actually do it. It's very funny. I found that hilarious. They're still out to get you. What confuses you? Can I think? Okay. Okay. So tell Steve to go um active. He needs an active email address with his account in order to chat. It's how I get, well, a lot of bots still manage to get through. But you have to have a verified email, so he should be able to just go to his email since he just made his account and then uh, confirm, and then you should be able to start sending messages. I was wondering if he was still here. Um, okay. Um, Welcome everyone. We're calling Jimi Hendrix tonight. Yeah, we're back on my bullshit. We are back. I'm a Taurus, so we're back to the bullshit because it's what we know, it's what we do, and how we live. Boo, I can't help it. We're here. And thank you, by the way. The glasses are from Z Glasses. I usually recommend Zenni Optical over Z Glasses, but they sure do look cool, and I love these. Um, nice. Okay, cool. No, that's okay. Do you know how many people have tech supported me since I started using Twitch? Honestly, do you have any idea? No. It's been so many people help me with so much while I'm live streaming, while I'm not streaming. Has anyone, now that you've subscribed, used some of the freaking new emotes, right? Yeah, I love Zenny. I've been Zenny shopping since like 2018. I'm sorry, I can't afford like a $300 pair of glasses that I might break. Not happening. I'm sorry. With a poor. I don't know what. I'm sorry. What? No. We're 3 steps away from becoming medieval peasants, right? But not a joke. Very serious issue that we're laughing about. Yeah. I feel like you know what? I sometimes have in my life thought I was trans, like I was really meant to be a man. It shouldn't be a phone. I'm not with the phone number. Did he follow? Yeah, he followed. I could probably check. Um, Probably is what I'm getting at. I'm glad I'm not a man. Oh my god! Thank you, Leisha. This is such a fun, great night. Oh, you guys, I feel spoiled. Help me quit my day job. Yay! Thank you. I love it. I got new followers, new subs. This is great. Thank you guys. But I would really like Steve to be able to join the chat. And I gotta figure out why he can't. Because no one ever has this problem. It's okay, you chat and that's your contribution. Yeah. He should be able to talk to me, dude. Um, Unless he said a cuss word. Oh, you know what? I wonder. All chatters must have a verified email. Phone number verification is off. Literally, I'm checking my settings for him right now. And if he verified his email, he should be fine. So I don't know. Tell him to restart or something. Because people follow me and talk to me immediately all the time. And people have made accounts on the fly and done the same thing that he's doing right now. So it's got to be on his end. It's not mine. But I checked for homie because, like, I'm looking out. Me? You thought I was intimidating and now you think I'm a big old sensitive softy? Yeah, that is how it goes. I am so mean sometimes, but at the same time, I am the biggest. I'm a sweetie all the time. I have a huge heart of gold. It's so pure. Look at those emotes. Oh, Shamanic Awakening made those for me. I am still figuring out Twitch. Yeah, you should just have to verify your email. Oh, I do, but I very rarely use it, and that's what I like to remind people is that, sometimes I try to boost my own confidence because I like to have self-esteem, as there have been times in my life where I've had none, you know? So sometimes, yeah, I might talk nicely about myself and say kind things about my nature because I need the reminders. But, I am very humble in my magic, very humble in my magic. I'm very boisterous about how good I am at tarot because I very rarely do I use my magic for anything but pure intentions if I use it at all. I barely even make myself any potions anymore. I'm probably too vague with it sometimes, but I like it that way. Stop it, Dom. You are not that intimidated by me. We are the homie. Thank you. I don't think you ever have to choose, but I just think we perceive dark and light as different because I've chosen dark, but that's the creation. That's, doing the shadow work and creating from the darkness, birthing of the womb. No, dude, he should be able to. Oh, thank you for the follow, Rolando. Rolando, huh? Um, Stevie should just have to verify his email and then he should be able to chat, and there's no reason that that wouldn't be the case. Oh, if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. But I think that I ultimately choose good. And I used to think I could like kill a person, but at this point in my life, I really don't think that's true. I think I value life too much. I can barely kill a bug. And some people might think that means I've chosen the light, but also light can be very vicious. So light is sort of the destruction of darkness, whereas darkness is the creation of light. Yeah, that's fair. Depends on what it is. But you were not here for last night's conversation. You were definitely not here for last night's conversation. You would have been freaking the fuck out. And fucking Blake was just egging us all on. Oh God. Don't imagine how many bugs there are in the world because it's 14 trillion per person, right? Or something like that. It was such a crazy number. 14 billion per person. Is that what it was? And it ends up being like in the quadrillions or something like that. Like we had Blake looking up all kinds of bug statistics. But don't imagine that all those bugs would ever band together and form an uprising because just spoiler alert, we would not stand a chance if bugs decided to overthrow the government for us. Okay, yeah. Um, I will let you mod. I need. You want to be a mod? Was that a serious thing you threw out there? I will make you a mod right now. What are you talking about? Um, you might be seeing shit. I feel like if you can visualize in the 5D, your third eye is open. If you're having intense lucid dreams, your third eye is open. Your third eye is open, you know? Oh, that sounds like psychosis, bro. I know that feeling very well. I have been there and I went to the hospital because I was like, I can't have everyone's thoughts in my head because everybody wanted me dead. I was like, damn, just another stupid ass white girl. Oh my God. A horrible feeling. Universally, yes, I got called up. Listen, man, where does the psychosis end and the spirituality begin? That's what I had to ask myself. So I took a step back and then I realized that no, the spiritual journey is still my journey. And sometimes you have your mishaps, your misfortune. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need, I can be on meds and still do what I do. And that's very impressive. I had to be sure that what I was doing wasn't just fully insanity because it gets so intense sometimes, and the spiritual journey can lead down those roads very easily, very quickly, like to the point where you don't even notice. But now we can still do as I did before, even getting through that obstacle. And I find that to be very impressive. Mm, mm. Right. Yes. Yes. Where at this, it's a deep hatred. Thank you. I'm very stronger than you can even fathom in a sense because of some of the things that I have done. Hey, we are channeling tonight. It's a night. It's a night. It's a night. Oh, let me tell you. Look at where we're at. We're already almost 2 hours in. We didn't even begin to do what we're doing. We're getting back to the old ways, the old days. Okay. No, we just aren't focused in. We're giving it a little bit of time. So we got some good lyrics on the page too. So let me just see if we have anything else to write down. I don't think so. I'm gonna shuffle some cards. Good evening, little girl. I wanna be your boyfriend. Good evening, girl. I wanna be your boyfriend. Um, how does it feel to be loved? How does it feel to be loved? They're two different songs. They both just popped in my head back to back. The Ramones and the Velvet Underground. Some real punk shit, you know. I think we are good on the notebook. I got like a nice little stanza. That's fine. I'm gonna shuffle some cards. Thank you. Oh, I hope so because I love singing so much. I actually have some music. I don't even know if it's still, I think it still works. Um, you can check out my music. It's all covers. I do this thing where I rewrite the lyrics to some songs and cover them in that sense. So I like do some original lyrics and some straight up covers. But this is my music if you want to listen to it. Yo, I don't like Discord. I don't get it. I'm not good at that. Why can't we do karaoke on here? But I'm kind of down for karaoke night all the time, IRL or online. Like, yes, but I've never done it, so definitely need help. Um, I would definitely let you sing Nicki Minaj, but we do super bass. and I would do the singing part. And here I move, super bass. Super bass. And you would do the Nikki part. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Yeah, I'm down. My heart beat running away. Boom, 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 boom. That's the only duet song I could think of. Yeah. Oh, I love Pearl Jam. My favorite Pearl Jam song is Release Me. For sure. I have an emotional attachment to that song. Got me through some hard times, let me tell you. I'll hold the pain. Release me. Release me. Nice. I love that. I have no idea what you're talking about, Dom. Did Stevie verify his email or what? You should be able to send text. Don't call me daughter. I don't know what he's saying. It will remind me. Oh, okay. That's why I'm going to start with the regular reading before we get to the channeled message. Okay? He's got a little more time before I bust out the Halloween oracle. Bottom of the deck, we got the Eight of Wands, Swiftness, but also the Two of Wands, Dominion. Whoa! Guess we have to honor that, but they are in the reverse. Nine of Discs, Gain. We had the Nine of Discs, Gain, and the Two of Wands, Dominion. It's just general. Yeah. You want to interpret the cards? Go for it. I love that. I like when people interact with my channel. I don't like feeling like I'm talking completely to myself. I just don't like when people interrupt the readings to be like, can I get a reading? When we're in the middle of something and the message is right there, where you just should like tune in whenever you want. And, that's the whole point. So, you know. I don't know. Is that what you're saying? Oh, yeah. Well, it's just like general readings. So, like, you can tune in and do whatever you want. That's cool with me. Okay. The truth is, we. Okay. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to rip the pen. I want to get back to my roots and start smoking weed again. I love that. Do you want to start a band? I want to make more music. Did you see my music? I think I just dropped the link, right? As you said, I was singing on key or something. It was so nice. I was like, thank you. So I sent you a link to my music. We could be in a band if you want to be in a band. I'm just saying. It's like we could do it like postal service style, right? Mid black. Dom, I've been trying to make music with you forever, but I do have a really hard time with like original music. You're right. And you won't practice with me by doing a cover of a song that you already know how to play to get used to working together so that I feel more comfortable using your music in originals. Because I've never written a full original before, but I have written the other songs, so I know I can write over music that you sent me. But yeah, if I had a little inspiration or felt like we could actually work together, maybe I would be more motivated to do it. And then we'd have a band. Okay, but you already know Suzanne. Why can't you just play it for me so we can practice as a fucking band, bro? Suzanne takes you down to a place near the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night beside her. And you know that she's half crazy. But that's why you wanna be there. And she'll feed you tea and oranges that come all the way from China. No, thank you. Came just in time. And I'm glad you got to enjoy a Sunday. Um, I have cards on the table. The readings are general, and it's whoever's here is vibing with the readings for a reason. We are all collectively in this space together. We have all drawn one another in our energy. Your vibe attracts your tribe. It's the 12 of us, 13 if you count me. Is that a Jesus move right there? Even in my day job, we were joking about me being Jesus or like Jesus, and it's hilarious how quickly they caught on to that joke. Because it is a joke. I don't actually compare myself to him. But y'all feeling like some 12 ass disciples right now, let me tell you, okay? I was just kidding, but it was like when I looked, it just so happened to be. I'm not trying to, never mind. It's not funny. People are like, oh my God, you're so sacrilegious. You're so blasphemous. Chill out. I'm just joking. These are Satanist cards. True, because Aleister Crowley was a Satanist, but I'm not. Satan's fine. 13 is a lucky number for me. Like this? Oh. Oh, now there's 14, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Crowley's your spirit guide? That dude was a dick. He was a real racist, sexist piece of shit, honestly. But I think he did it because he was an edge lord and an incel. Yeah, I do think that. A lot of what he did in his little brotherhood scenario was kind of weird and again sexist, and he wrote racist poetry and stuff. Like he was a fucking weirdo. But people learn a lot when they die. And I feel like he kind of knows he was an edgelord douchebag, but he did make a lot of um yeah, he really did pave a certain way that only a white man could. So he did that. And I love this deck. This is his deck, so I've channeled him before. He taught me about the Magus. uh oh, I could probably channel him right now if I really wanted to. He's very picky though. He likes you. That's no lie, because he doesn't come out. He's a high cost kind of guy. Wow. What's OTO? Yeah. Um, 13 is a lucky number to me. So we have to roll the ads in 10 minutes. Stevie gave up? What the fuck happened? He should have been able to verify his email. Did he not verify his email? I don't get that. Oh, I thought it was an Order of the Golden Dawn. Oh, that's probably what that means or some shit. Sorry, I don't like saying shit when talking about stuff. Um, Maybe I don't need this if I just turned it off. Got the candle lit. I'm lit. Everybody's got it. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. So these are his cards. Frida Kahlo Harris drew them and he dictated them. And they're Egyptian, and I'm definitely going to be channeling. I think he wants to be channeled. Straight up. I think he pulled him out by saying you're his spirit guide or whatever the fuck you said. I feel like he's got me zing in right now. What would he want to say? If you feel that way, then worship me every day when you wake up. Kiss me when you kiss the sun. When you go to sleep, think of me as if I were in your dreams, as if I am your perfect dream. If you feel that I should guide you, then you must guide me to you. Must call out for me specifically if that's how you feel. But I don't think it's necessary to do these things as much as to follow some teachings. If you want me to guide you, then guide I shall do. Not really the right guidance for you. Be very weary of what he's offering to you. He's a little fucker. Don't forget. He's a little fucker, don't forget. He locked in on you. You should be a little concerned in a sense. Not really, he's not gonna fuck with you, but I would not take him up on that offer of worship. Yeah, it does seem ominous. But also don't call him a spirit guide then. If he's not guiding you. You're just following him. Guiding you would be much creepier and much more intense. I don't know who Jack Parsons is. Yeah. The way that it went, like I had this little like high frequency noise in my head and then just like literally felt like my eyes zoomed in on your text. And then I just got like a channeled message, this overwhelming feeling like, nope, we're not letting this one go. And it was nuts. He very rarely comes out. That was kind of a treat. Um, that was definitely a test. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, very cool. I didn't know about him. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. This is definitely a channeling night. Congrats with the boys. Stevie. Nice. Very perfect. What a night, huh? Yeah. Oh, I got a little teary eyed when I looked at Grandma. Well, hello everyone. We're working on some channeled messages. I feel like maybe, oof, I don't know. Maybe we'll use this deck tonight. I don't know if it's relevant to read these cards or if it was just shuffling because we're channeling, you know? I feel like I shouldn't break the mode of channeling in this moment. You mean to like y'all channel first? Oh, I'm hella nervous. What's everybody doing here? Y'all have nowhere else to go because it's that time? Oh shit, we gotta roll the ads, dude. Maybe that's why I'm hesitant. Let's roll the ads so we don't get interrupted. We got like 5 minutes. Let's just roll them before we get too into anything. Um, Cat Hole Harry. Love that. That's him? Yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry, you should have been able to verify your email. You double checked my settings and made sure you didn't have to have a phone number attached to your account in order to. Yeah, remember to drink water. Y'all can grab pen and pencil if you or pen and pencil, paper and pencil or pen, whatever, it doesn't matter. Get a snack if you have to. I can tell that we are going to get some good messages tonight. I didn't think we were going to ever be channeling on this site again. Here we are breaking our own promises for the new year. Um, that sounds awesome, man. We have to roll. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Do the best of your breaks. All right, had a little snack, had a little stretch. Back to the moment. Um, Catching up on the chat. Okay, catching up on the chat now. Thank you. I love your vibe, Leisha. That's good to share your energy, and I'm glad that you're here to share it with us, Dre. Cassie, that doesn't seem right. You should have one. We should talk about that. Um, I feel like I've given you one, no? Just the channel messages. Thank you for the follow, Peach Plum Pear. Is that who I think it is? I feel like I recognize that handle. Um, you can message me, Dre, on Twitch if you'd like to. Um, That's good to be yourself. I lost myself when I was channeling too much, so I totally get what that's like. Um, cool. Be safe. Yeah, people. Yeah, cancer, right? That makes sense. That's all right, Dink. It's fucking scary out there. Definitely gotta have love in your heart. Nice. Pisces intuition on point. Water signs, really, right? Because Scorpio, same. Definitely. 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 To intuitive tarot stream, predicting future, here for a reason. All three, yes. Um, yeah, I get that a lot too. People are like, "Oh, I was just thinking that. How'd you know?" Um, nice on the stand up. Because of homeboy over here. I was Dre was the reason I was talking. Channel Crawley. Yeah, I figured that was you, Paige. That's exactly who I thought that was. Welcome. Creatures of the night, as it were. Okay. It is lit in here. Yeah. You can't say let's go party and not have me sing it. Come on, party. Let's go party. Yeah. Yes, I'm catching up on the effing chat, you guys. I think we did talk to someone. Who was it? Ancient Greek philosophy? I'd want to say it was not Socrates, but somebody we went far back. Dom's getting impatient. Stevie's running out of time. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared to channel on the channel. I haven't done it in a while. Relax. We're working our way up to it. We're getting real comfortable with it. I don't remember. I can't find the list right now. Ooh. I like the lovers. Are you a Gemini? That's the Gemini card. I think that I am the Empress because I'm a Taurus and it just makes sense. But I feel like the universe is my favorite. It's usually the world, but in this deck in particular, it's the universe and it's the most beautiful card. Lots of people tonight, yeah. Ooh, the wizard. That's cool. Cancer. That's the chariot. Yeah. Hopefully it comes up. Okay, so let's look at these cards. Good time to invest. Now is a good time to make your investments. But you better be able to work for what you got and not get caught up in petty drama. The Hierophant is here. I'm a Taurus, so maybe you can take my advice on that one, or you can think about your spiritual journey and how you ended up on this road and how you are following in the footsteps of the people who have come before you. There's something stopping you from having a tower moment, but the thing about tower moments is that it may cause endings, but they are necessary for new beginnings, right? And that's kind of the entire point of being able to be like, damn, I can see why this didn't work out. I can see why this is falling apart. So here you have your tower moment, um, and these cards blocking you from having it. So what's stopping you from your tower moment to get what you really want? Ten of Wands, oppression. You're stressed out. You can't even you can't even look at it. Knight of Cups, possible parental figure, father figure. Could be you are a father or the father of your children or your own father that you're dealing with. And it's for some reason, some kind of emotional burden on you, this relationship with this father person. And the Magus, which again, Aleister Crowley taught me about, and that is the fake magic, fake magician, the psych out basically. Fake it till you make it. You are holding on to maybe a grudge or having to take care of someone, or um, someone is, you know, maybe even harassing you in some way. But don't say stuff like that. He didn't say you weren't powerful. He said, don't call him your spirit guide. Um, so yeah, yeah. Um, fake magic. So something is stopping you from this ending, and that is this burden or this emotional oppression that you're feeling, and the absolute maximum overload, stress, whatever it is forcing you not to focus on that. Hey Joe, would you shut your lady down? That's fair. It's not like he didn't not cuss. Mhm. Okay. These cards are all in reverse, so it's like the opposite of what they are. You have no idea what's coming. These are your future cards. You have no idea what's coming. It's not going to be with this person, or the decision's going to be made for you, or, you know, yeah, most likely a decision is going to make. Oh, what did I just say? Not going to be there with this person. Holy shit. Yeah. Um, Completion. It's not going to end anytime super soon, is the thing. The Lovers. Speaking of. Success in reverse. Be careful of your finances. It's time to start protecting yourself now. Swiftness. Do not act upon your emotions. Do not act based on your emotions. Do not jump to how you feel. You have to use your wise mind. You have to stay logical, rational, reasonable. This may not be your year. Let's just put it that way. The devil in reverse could be a Capricorn, but also getting a handle on your own vices and addiction is going to be very important in this at this time. Kicking your habits, kicking your vices, and gaining self-control is going to be extremely important at this time. The magician in reverse is not good. You need to take the reign over your own life once more in any way that you can, whether it's the way that you think, or the actions that you take, or the way you spend your free time, or the way that you speak to others. You need to start taking control over the things you can control, like your attitude. and your graces, okay? Because the magician in reverse, that's not a good place to be in. Adjustment in reverse, you ain't even about to get used to anything. It's going to be an uncomfortable ride. How many people can relate to this right now? Probably so many. I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to the chat, and I don't know which card you're talking about because there's always a delay. um, and nothing is going to stop this process from happening. So it's gonna be a bumpy ride, gonna be a bumpy ride. You know, it is Crowley's deck though, and Crowley did come to talk to Dre earlier. We probably don't need to be doing this. We need to switch decks. Yeah. I found it in the hippie shop. You know this story. I was working at one of them crystal gift shops and I saw this very deck, not this version because I bought this one since getting the original that I have in a tin somewhere. The original tin I used to carry them around in. So cute. Da Vinci, I believe. Right? He's the one who did the anatomy guy, right? Anyways, yeah, so I saw this cross and I grew up Catholic, so I was like, huh, that's an interesting cross. I never seen that cross before. And I went back out on the floor after being behind the scenes of this hippie shop, you know what I mean? And some lady wanted to see tarot decks, but she only wanted to see Egyptian decks. So I was pulling them up on this Kindle or whatever. And we got to this one where I saw the cross. I saw a bunch of the other cards too, and I was like, wait a second. I swear to you, I just saw that cross. Hold on. And I went in the back, and it was the actual deck of cards. Okay. So I let her look through them, and she said, I don't think this deck is for me. Maybe this deck is for you. I was like, oh shit. And then my queen at the place, she said I could have them. And so they were gifted to me. This was the first tarot deck. And that's why I honestly believe that tarot should be gifted because when I bought my own Rider Waite deck, I lost it before I could learn on it. And I think if you really want the gift of tarot, it does need to be given to you. And I think you can have your own deck and practice with it, but to think that you can do readings like me or even readings that you can charge people money for without being a complete fraud, you're absolutely fucking wrong. I don't give a fuck if it's an open practice. You should still know where it comes from. And that's my Italian ancestors. Thank you very much. So yeah, tarot should always be gifted, at least the first deck. I've bought some, but I like a muse because then it does feel like a gift from another person. But anyway, yes, it's their cross. So I recognized it, and that's how I got this deck, and that's how I learned. But it was just the deck. There was no box, there was no booklet, and at the time, I don't know. I guess we had the internet, we had Google. Did I have I probably didn't really have a smartphone. I just didn't really look it up. I didn't really care. I just learned tarot, you know, taught myself, got really good at it too. Um, but that's why this deck chose me. Like, I didn't choose this deck. It found me. It found me hard. It was pretty nuts. Um, okay, that seems like whatever, I guess. That's okay. Sorry I've missed you. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of practice. That's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be a gift, not a burden, not a question. Oh, yeah. Show us, link it. You found it? You see it? I love the Dolly deck. I want it so bad. We have adjustment here, Libra. If anybody's a Libra in the chat. Of course, we didn't know with all these lurkers. Yeah, I think so. If your bestie does tarot, especially. Yeah. That's good if you don't have guys. I think. Tarot. I mean, Taurus. Yeah, they get expensive. It's crazy. We have the Queen of Discs here, so we're doubling down on the Earth energy. Queen of Discs and the Hierophant, which is Taurus. We got the Death card here, which is Scorpio, with the Chariot, which is Cancer. So water energy represented, but also an end to this current journey is what I'm sensing. End to the road ahead, even if it's been pretty smooth sailing, bumps along the way, whatever it is, it's coming to a halt here. We have the Eon out, so some kind of judgment. It could be judgment surrounding money, maybe the way you make money or how much money you made. Or it's just you judging people for having money, but also coming into money yourself. And Six of Cups, pleasure. So shout out to the feminines, which would be water and earth signs, because that yonic pleasure is for us, right? We have the Eight of Wands in the upright now, acting upon your emotions, and the Six of Discs, success. That's what works for you, is acting on how you feel and not holding back or anything like that. Long time coming, and I know the change is gonna come. Ooh, yes it is. There was a time I called to my brother. I'm putting this deck away and getting the Halloween logo. I asked my brother, please. Agree. Agree. I that's where I disagree with Buddhism. I believe in pleasure. I believe in desire. I believe being human means we're here to thank you, Dre, thank you. I believe we are here to experience and partake in these pleasures that we know as human pleasure. So I agree. Hedonism is valuable and possibly even a virtue. Yeah, agree. All right, let's see if we can get Jimi Hendrix out on the floor. Do you want more? What is that score? Oh, University of Michigan won the national champions today. That's my home state, so I am proud of them. I ain't even gonna lie. And the Lions are gonna win the Superb Owl. You watch. We're gonna get that damn owl. We're gonna win that Superb Owl. Amen. Not so much that it destroys, but a valid experience. Yeah. Lest we go. One more for the road. The sky. I like your version better. Y'all be proud of me. 222 on that time. 2 hours, 22 minutes, and it's gonna be about to be 22 seconds. Two, 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 with 12 views. I love it, dude. Angels everywhere. Every time I went to go hit this tonight, I didn't do it, and y'all are proud of me, right? Please be proud of me. I'm cutting back on the vape. I'm doing a good job. I still hit it a lot today, but it was not like I normally do. It was more than I wanted to. It was a lot less than I normally do. Now I'm caving. Thank you. I have a lot of ways to quit smoking cigarettes. It's easy. Yes, I have lots of tips for quitting smoking cigarettes. That shit's easy as fuck to me. I don't know why. But this, I've never been addicted to that. I got addicted to a vape for 3 weeks and I was seeing blue electricity and I quit. It was a Mr. Vapor and I had that shit on 2000. I have no idea what I was doing. It was intense. But this shit, disgusting. I hate that I'm addicted to Lana Del Rey's pussy. It's cherry cola. Hell yeah, I think it's disgusting. It is an oral fixation. I want to go back to smoking. I don't like being this person. I'm glad my best friend is building a Breeze robot so that they don't just end up in a landfill and they become art instead. That's what she's doing with the dead ones. This is Lana Del Rey's pussy stick, yeah. Cherry cola, dude. Call me Lola. Jeez. Yeah. I'm addicted. I vape it. I don't really listen to it. I just really like that joke. I am very ridiculous. Of course I know that. How do you think I got this far that I wouldn't be ridiculous? And I do, oh, I think I am a love vampire. I acquire it easily, and sometimes I like it. Nice. No, that's amazing. It's like goals, right? Okay. Let's get back in the zone, y'all. Are we doing this? I haven't done this in a long time. Are we doing this? Tell me right now. I am addicted to this hype pussy vape. And I want to quit. And I've cut back a lot and I'm proud of myself. He wants to know what you would possibly want to know from him. First of all, he's surprised that of all people you would call him. He doesn't find himself all that interesting. He's shy, which is funny because he's done plenty of interviews and he's a Sagittarius, so you wouldn't think of him as shy. But every time we've talked to him, he does tend to hide behind the others. And he's always last because he's like very shy, but he's not as showy as Jim, so sometimes he closes. So he's like, why me of all people? Synergy and healing. He wishes he hadn't been so susceptible to doing drugs. I think is one thing he would say on his own. Susceptible to the party of it all because he loved making music and he loved that people loved his music and he had fun. Look, forgiveness, reducing burden. He has to forgive himself for cutting that short. Vampire in reverse. Nobody did it to him. He did it to himself because he made himself vulnerable and he had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey Joe is really standing out in my mind. I don't know if there's a Joe watching right now, but hey Joe, heard you shot your lady down. actually. Ooh, community and rep living the spider. Yeah. Ajo vibes. He feels like his vocals sound really good on that track. He likes that track because he actually sang on there. And they really liked when he just spoke because they like to use his voice to exploit him as a black man. And they didn't like when he sang because his voice sounded too ambiguous. Psychedelics. We are riddled with laughter over here. Riddled with laughter. Love comes from within and is a universal law of understanding. One person to another person, the love can be exchanged, but it doesn't ever change. You know what I'm saying? You can go from one to the next, but it's always going to come back and be love, what it is. And that's love, right? Is a frequency, as I would say, but he would agree. A frequency, a plane that you can be on and exist on, cloud nine, if you will. You know, transcending what is in front of you and loving at the core that connects all of us and binds us as people and in consciousness. Probably the same. No, he said that he would like to do some techno. He said that he would probably get into techno if he were alive today. He would have been better drugs. Oh, rock and roll is too heavy. It needs to be something more happy for these times. He thought it was bad back then, but he knows it's so much worse now. It's worse than we could have ever imagined. Okay. Thank you. And thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate the support and all the love. And you got to experience it, the channeling finally, too. We broke it out. We finally started doing it again. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah. He is an innovator, and he feels like that's the most innovative music there is techno because you can piece together so many different songs, sounds, vibrations, and really get people in a groove. You know what I mean? Like he would definitely. That's I can see him as a DJ. Couldn't you picture it? Easily, easily. Just picture him as he was, and then put him in headphones in front of a fucking he would obviously use vinyl, but also he wouldn't. He would use the knobby shit, is what he's telling me. Is like, no, 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 you're thinking wrong. Do not think turntables. What's up? Thank you. Okay. Oh, I would like to give you some tips, but just let's talk smoking real quick then. Fuck it. You interrupted, and also that was a good message. Hold on. Maybe we shouldn't interrupt, but actually, no, because he feels like that's important because it's addiction and he wants to hear what I have to say about that. The biggest thing when I quit smoking, he's curious to know how I quit smoking. I had a pack with one cigarette in it, and I kept the unlit cigarette in the pack. And every single time that I would have gone out for a cigarette or wanted a cigarette, I'd pull it out of the pack, I'd put it in my mouth, I'd light right next to it with my lighter, and then I'd pretend to smoke it until the craving kind of was subsided. And I would just pretend to smoke the same cigarette. And I did that for weeks. And then I got drunk on my birthday and smoked it, but I did not like the way it made me feel because wine and American spirits just don't mix well. It was Carlo Rossi, if you're familiar. Um, A jug. It was just not a good combination, American Spirit, glue pack. It was just too much, and it was gross, and I quit after that, and I randomly get packs of cloves and will smoke those, but I have a hard time with American Spirits to this day. That was the most helpful way. No, I was just recommending using a lighter and a cigarette to quit smoking. Just pretend like you smoke. Like, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did with cigarettes. I don't know if there's just a delay on the chat, but that was my advice. Some people like the straw method too, where you put like a little dab of maybe menthol or mint onto some paper towel and stick it in the end of a straw and just rip that. You can also get nicotine-free vapes, but that's even worse than the nicotine ones to me. I don't know. Hey Joe, I heard you shout your lady down. I don't know the words, and he might even say woman there, huh? Yeah, it is. I might smoke a few little clove cigars in place of my vape coming up. Okay, I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you got to catch some of the channeling. I was doing a little bit the other night and I thought of you. I love you. You are the best. Thank you for the subscription tonight. I appreciate you and I'll see you soon whenever I stream again. Love you. I'm seeing if we have anything else from Hendrix before we don't do. Is that it? Okay. It's like I can see him. It's not possession. It's not channeling. It's like an apparition. It's hard to describe because it's mostly in the mind's eye, and it's not like I can see him in front of me right now. But he's showing up as himself, as his own person, rather than using me to channel him. So it's as if I'm having a side by side conversation with him and I'm relaying what he's saying to you. Yeah, Jimmy. Um, I appreciate you. And it is random, but I don't get weekends and I work late. Um, he said that if he could come back and watch anything, he would watch the snowfall. And he can't believe how much snow hasn't fallen this winter. And he wonders if that's global warming and if he could have done more with his platform. And that's why he kind of does regret doing drugs because he was susceptible to drugs and it was easy to be killed from those drugs because he was already on them. And it's like the same thing with Mac Miller. But let's see the questions. The soul of music is the most important thing for music. Soul, the vibe. You have to be able to feel the rhythm deep within you and coming from the core of your whole being in order to make something sound as good as it possibly can. A smooth rhythm is the most important part in making music. Um, there's a lot that he wouldn't say to a modern world that he said back in the day. His perspective changes with time as we all exist infinitely to some extent in whatever realm it is. And he survived by so much of his own legacy and the people who more or less worship it, right? Hmm. Hmm. Make change in a way that you see things, the way you break bread, the way you talk to your mother, the way you plant flowers, the way that you see the kids on the playground and you want to go push them on a swing or do something nice for an old lady while she's crossing the street. Make people feel comfortable around you. Be a harbinger of the peace you want to see in this world and be a piece of the solution rather than a part of the problem. I don't have my eyes on this world at all times, but we all get the updates. We check in periodically, things like this. It doesn't look good, and he's glad that he lived at the time that he did, even if it was for a short time. It was a long time for him. He felt very aged by the end of it all. But he knows he was so young, but he has no concept of what any older would be other than being for eternity. He probably won't stay for eternity. He's going to wait until things die out and people don't remember him as much. A lot of people wait for their loved ones. He didn't have many loved ones. So he wasn't really waiting for anyone. I just am seeing him playing guitar at this point. And like, man, pass me a fucking joint. This is the best I can do right in this moment. The only solid piece of advice that I could give you is that if you think the world is blue, then do your best to make it yellow. Mm. No, he lets people come to him just like this. That's what I meant by shy. He's always a little surprised when people still want to talk to him. He wasn't close with a lot of people in his life, regardless of what they might say. He very much kept to himself. It's reminiscent of Frank Zappa, right? Frank Zappa really was physically close. But yeah, I've done Kurt Cobain before. That's what that poetry was about the other night. He was one of the people that I channeled to write sonnets with. Frank Zappa's a crazy dude. We did Captain Beefheart and Frank Zappa on the same night at one point. The old streams are lit. Lit, lit. It was like this all the time. But I can't completely drain myself of all my energy. So no, I don't know that I would necessarily do all that tonight. They'll probably come through though. I know Kurt would. He has before. He would again. We vibe. He likes me. I can see him already. Of course. Zappa as well. You have to kind of be born with something in you to be creative. It's like being half smart and half stupid at the same time. It's like, give me something to kind of handle while giving me something to figure out and let me not get either one of them done, but then create this new thing where I don't got to do either one of those other things anymore. A creative brain. You gotta think creatively, you gotta think outside the box about everything, you know, so that you come up with a third way instead of two options. You gotta commit to whatever your bit is, but in order to truly see who you are, you have to become one with the Lord. That's a turn I wasn't expecting, and I was staring at the little blue dot on my camera, so it probably looked really creepy, like just staring into the camera just now while I was talking about the Lord. That was the Jimmy message. I was imagining him in a pea coat smoking a cigarette at that point, going through the motions. He also hates the breeze. Leaves a nasty feeling in you. What I don't like about it. Doesn't make you feel good. Mm. The farther I ran from my problems, the more they caught up with me. And ultimately, I couldn't run from all those problems I had because I was about to be in a lot of debt. I didn't sell those records, but they sold me instead because those records sold after I was posthumous. On God, I don't know what I would have done otherwise. I guess it didn't matter either way. That was the end of my ride. Who cares what happens, really? Hmm. Cool. That's cool. You should link them if you can. Um, he didn't really have technical skills. He actually kind of listens to some of that early stuff and laughs that people thought he was so good. Um, he was creative and cool, but he wasn't necessarily technical. He learned along the way from a lot of other musicians who showed him because they needed to learn what he was playing. And the only way for them to learn was to teach him how to teach them to play it. Exactly. Choose the secret third thing. Mm. The violent lady always wins, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the outcome is. The violent lady always wins. Mm. The song they wouldn't let him write, something like that. Mm. Thank you. Very kind. It's surprised that it held up as well as it did. It's not like it was the Beatles or anything. But the Beatles were just like the smoke show popularity, and everybody kind of knew that. They knew that about themselves. They never tried to discredit any of us, but the record companies had a chokehold on them when they existed, and that's why it didn't last as long as it would have for any of us. We all had restraints. We were all on the line. Our lives played out like our music. Fast and divine. Zappa, dude, if you haven't already watched the Zappa documentary, it's just called Zappa. It's on Hulu. Highly recommend it. It's like over 2 hours long, but oh my God, I highly recommend. Thank you. Zappa, just like it's spelled up there in the chat. Yeah, it's about Frank Zappa. Yeah, the documentary about his life and death is really good. It's really good. It's like over 2 hours long. Um, yeah, I only really know like random songs of his, and every time it comes on, you recognize it. I put his music on for hours and just listen to all his weird stuff. I'm like, I'd like to listen to it chronologically sometime. He's a cool, weird guy. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Um, let's see. Anything else? I just feel like I'm fixated on Frank Zappa now. That's not what I wanted because that's exhausting. I gotta roll ads at 10 minutes. I can't get into channeling all these people. But yes, they're there. We can do them soon. Maybe next stream I'll try to fit in Kurt and Frank, but I'll like time it out better than this. Mommy change. Probably house music. Ooh, what's that about? I'm gonna roll ads because I only have 10 minutes anyway. And oh shit. Are you the real you? Community, joy, ancestor, death, the eternal cycle, winter, the sacredness of pausing, mummy, change. Hell yeah, thank you, Paige. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we got these 10 minutes. Okay, sorry. Thanks. Love you. Good night. Cool. So, Jimmy, any last words before we part ways? No, ma'am, this is all the thanks that I need in times like these when I wonder of my own legacy, but people still look to me as a man of peace. So I think that I did do something right with my energy. And I continue to do right by these situations. Be at ease. Yeah. I'm sorry, Derek, you just missed the coolest reading we've had in a while. It was a Jimi Hendrix channel message. I'm about to roll ads, so you really came at a bad time. So sorry to say. Yeah. Um, love you all so much for tuning in. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to try to stretch a bit. And we are back to chat mode. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a great stream. This was a lot of fun. It's getting late, so we shouldn't be on here too much longer, but I did have a lot to do today, and then I was like so tired. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stream anyway, and then it ended up being an awesome stream, and I love having all of you here. Thank you even to all of the lurkers and not just the chatters. Thank you for the new followers and the new subscribers. It has been real as fuck. I'm not leaving just yet. I'm just saying thank you and expressing some gratitude. So I want to link you to these tarot videos that I'm doing, zodiac readings. I'm going to get through all 12 and I only have up to Libra. There's a few bonus videos for the highest views from the last set of zodiac videos that I did. And then there's some of the new zodiac videos for the month, the year ahead readings. Thank you. Thank you. I have done this for a long time. Yeah. And I've had many obstacles and I've questioned this a lot. And that's why I've taken steps back and taken steps for my mental health just to be very fucking sure that I'm not completely delusional when I'm doing this. No, I didn't know that I used to intimidate you. I am very kind. I'm just also. Is it when I was blonde? Or do I know you? Thank you. What do y'all think of me going blonde? Okay. What do you think of me going blonde again? I know I like cut off all the bleach parts, but I told you what actually happened. I didn't like my haircut. Then, because it just was bad. Um, so what do you think if we went blonde again? I'm letting it grow out. Holy Man was cool though. I really like the way the shaved head looks, but the grow out's a bitch. I'm never doing it again. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, we did. And we do. I'm a Barbie girl. It's always going to be a Barbie world. I think this looks good dark too, but I feel like I have this stuff that makes your hair pink, and if I dye my hair blonde, it'll be more pink because I used it in my brown hair and it was kind of pink tinted, but I would love it. No, not yet. Yeah. I like to kind of unwind and talk a little bit before I shut down the stream because then I'm just wired and channeling and I try to get out of the tarot zone um, before I actually sign off. Yeah. I did good tonight. You don't have to be proud of me in this moment. I'm not proud of myself, but I didn't hit it a few times. That was good. There was a couple times I picked it up and I wanted it, and we were proud in those moments. But this shame for shame. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And then we can watch it grow. We can watch it get longer, which I'm excited about. Because for a while I was like, damn, my hair's not getting any longer. But it's just because it like curls and it looks shorter. But then if I do this, it's like, damn, I had a shaved head not long ago. Waiting, listening. What's up? I know. Tell me about it, please. Tell me how gross it is. Popcorn lung? Is that what they call it? Ugh. How could we? Ugh. Cigarettes? Dude, I want to go back to cigarettes. I ain't gonna lie to you. You like want to smoke less, but I'm not your guy for that, bro. I'm gonna start smoking more. I'm about to pick up smoking. Yeah, dude, the vape is so bad. It's like so much plastic. Do you use your briefcases for anything? Cause like, why the fuck does it come in so much plastic? What the hell? But I got quarters because I like to play games. I will not be doing that. I'm working on not hitting myself ever. Thank you. And I have definitely been Tyler Durden in the past. So big deal for me. Will not be doing that. No one. Sure. Do you get mine when I say Tyler Durden? Right. Oh, she crazy, crazy. Yeah, that's right. I know that's right. Not really like blackout. Yeah, like madness, but you know. Thanks. I don't know you, but I'm vibing. Made it to the 3 hour mark again. I noticed my streams. Okay, stop. And I don't. I'm not straight for sure. Queer. Um, I know potentially. And near you have no idea, but I don't know who you are, so I don't care. You know, I don't even know you by name. I know you as Gray, and I've never seen your face. So sorry to break it to you, but I am just some guy on the internet. A really fun guy, though. Oh God, we've gotten those before. Don't worry about it. Um, Thanks for being here. Much appreciated. Um, yeah, I am. I'm a fun guy. That's me, the mushroom thing. Y'all want to follow me on TikTok? I have a TikTok. It's at Illy Milly, just like on here. Just tag myself real quick. Okay, we get it. Where do you live? Where are you from? Where are you raining? Trying to help you out. Oh my god, do I love the show Frasier because I'm basically like Frasier, but for like weirdos on the internet at night instead of like the general population during the day. Oh my god. Okay, he's North Carolina. No, I don't really love Frasier. I feel very mixed feelings about that show. I got addicted to watching it, and then I paused my Hulu subscription because I really don't need it. And I feel like I like it because it's boring and it was easy to fall asleep to. And now I've switched to Cheers because it's on Pluto, which is free. So yeah. Good luck out there in North Carolina. I'm not in your area, by the way. If that helps. The fact that I have no idea who you are. Then let it. I'm north of you, you know. At least we're in the same country. No, I don't think that. Anyways, this was a really fun night. No, it's fine. Oh my god, people have done, girl, everyone on here has seen way worse on this stream. I promise you. You have not crossed the line at all. If anything, we think you are quite funny. You wanna be where people view, and lookers are all insane. You wanna stream where they know your username. Oh, I love that. Absolute gold. The very human Gregor, here with the good ones all the time. Have we talked about that joke being from What We Do in the Shadows, by the way? I don't know if you thought that or if you've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. No, the human Gregor. Why I call you that is because of What We Do in the Shadows. Have you seen that show? Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love that show. Yeah, the very human Gregor. Yeah, It's a great show. It's hilarious. It's like literally laugh out loud funny, and you're like, how do they make a show about vampires so goddamn funny? But they do. And they're the most lovable, hateful people. It's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but vampires. But you don't hate them as much because you understand their ignorance, whereas where It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you do not understand their ignorance. That is how I would describe it. I love both of those shows. I think most of the time I'm really a Mac, but I can be a Dennis if I need to be. And yeah, Matt Berry is amazing. Have you ever listened to Matt Berry's music? Bro, I'm about to rock your world. Have you listened to his music? He is king of psychedelia. If anybody in oh my god. Oh my god. Just listen to this one song even. I don't know why this one came to mind first. Oh, come on. You can't really play the whole thing, and you might not be able to hear it. This is Matt Berry. He makes amazing music. He's the king of psychedelia. No one makes as good of psychedelic music as Matt Berry does. He's incredible. I do not have a Discord. Discord don't give a what. I tried it. I didn't get it. It didn't catch on. Everybody was like, get a Discord. And then I got one and I didn't really understand how to use it. Nobody else used it. I didn't really see the point. The notifications would not turn off no matter what I did. It opened up every time I turned my laptop on. It was very irritating. So I gave up on Discord. And then I had my own website for a minute, but now, fortunately, we're not using Wix anymore because they're on the boycott list and with good reason. We're just kind of in this space where I don't know what I'm doing, you know? Right, right. I don't use Discord. It was very frustrating to me. It did not like the experience. So, yeah. Anyway, what else is going on? I probably will go soon. Not quite yet. I want to feel like I'm actually tired and go sleep. Sometimes you get these rushes and you start thinking about stuff. If you're just tuning in, you miss the readings. Very fun. Oh, cool. That's very cool. I always thought voice acting would be fun. I got nothing. Maybe I should just go. Um, yeah, this was legit. Ladies and gents, this was so much fun. That's why I'm like, oh, party doesn't have to end, but I really sometimes don't know what to talk about. And after that stream, and I work tomorrow, and yeah, we probably should just call it a night. Um, this was amazing. Also, to the very human Gregor, so much for sleeping. Sleep stream. I bet you can get an AI to do that. I was just thinking about all the possibility, like the Cheers bar, but it's barbified, but then like the dancing is still behind the bar with Caroline Ray on the floor. Show is good. Yeah, I need to go watch my fucking Cheers. Get some sleep. Yeah, none of us. We all need to get some sleep probably. This was a lit stream. I'm really happy. Sometimes I question what I'm doing, and then I'm like, but I like doing it, so if I like doing it, then I should do it. And then when it goes well and things actually happen nice, like getting new subscribers, new followers, a bunch of chatters, and high views, it was really fun. And I feel like I'm such a late night stream, and that's what people are used to, and that's why some of them, when I only stream for like an hour or two and I start before midnight, I don't get the same crowd like I usually do. And I'm noticing that when I stay up a little bit later, I end up kind of streaming longer and having more of a crowd. So I forget that I used to stream overnight, and that's why it was so hype all the time. It's because I was like probably one of the only people streaming in the tarot category at the time. It's funny because I made the title of the stream "Hot Diggity Dog" because of Mickey Mouse, hot dog, hot diggity dog." But I was actually thinking of Rocky Horror Picture Show when Susan Sarandon is like, "You're a hot dog," and then he zaps her. Sorry if that was a spoiler. You should see Rocky Horror Picture Show by now. You had, like, literally 50 years more. Yeah, I've streamed at like 4 PM. It wasn't for me. Mm, yeah, yeah, but we're not chilling because I'm zoning out. That's how you know I'm getting tired. I like to just make sure that I'm fully out of tarot mode before I go to sleep, though, and I feel like, yeah, getting to the point where I gotta go to bed. Um, this was lovely. I don't know when I'll be back. Probably tomorrow because usually I'm really caffeinated. It's not that. It's just late, and I'm glad to be here. And if you didn't catch the zodiac readings are coming out, I'm only up to Libra though. There's a few. No, there's a few bonus videos, and then Aries through Libra year ahead readings. So you can catch the YouTubes. Um, maybe tomorrow do them, but I feel like I might not get to Zodiac videos because I'm working late. I'll end up just coming straight to the stream. But I have Wednesday off, so then I'll probably be able to finish the videos that day. Um, okay. Oh, captains. I thought it said captions, like quotation captions, and I was like, no, we cannot hear all of them. I don't really know much. I've never really seen Star Trek, so I'm just not the one. Um, So yeah, I might be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. Might be tired, might not. Might do whatever. Thank you for being here. This was a lot of fun. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing on both here and YouTube. Of course, it's free on YouTube here. It would be supporting me. Um, this was great. I love you all so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you. Good night, good luck, that stuff. I'll see you at the next one, y'all.